Okay, I have timed my talk really well. We have 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes. I'm going to throw it open to you because this presentation is for you and how much you can take. So please, may we have questions now? Have I stunned you into silence?
You mentioned earlier that you could do 10,000 before, 9,000 after the stroke, or have you increased from 9,000 back up to 10,000 again?
No, this was W. Mitchell, not me. Yes, no, those was his words. So, yeah, I was very lucky. But what I'd like to say about W. Mitchell, as the word recovery, is that recovery doesn't necessarily have to be back to the way you were. It means about going on and having a life, having a quality of life. And I think, yeah, so thank you. There's one, I think, in the back. Yeah. Oh, there's one there. So, yeah, okay, and there's the lady at the back there. Could we have a mic in the back, please?
Should I start first? I have
to
sorry,
I beg your pardon.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Very impressive story. And at some point, you said they checked everything and they just said it was a one-off. Yeah. But initially, you started with this gardening work, and there I had the impression you made a connection. Were I wrong, or in your personal view? Is there still a connection to what you did to the cause of the stroke? And the second associated question would be, how do you feel right now? Do you believe there's indeed no further risk because they told you it's a one-off? Or do you fear that it wasn't a one-off and there was a reason for that? And
it's a great question, yeah. I mean, I think that I was under a huge amount of stress when I had the stroke. Huge amount. Both my parents were not very well at all. So I said to the doctor, was it stress? And he said, well, people work under huge amounts of stress, but they don't necessarily have strokes. And your second question is there a risk of another? That I was very frightened of, very, very frightened. But they advised me, they said, look, carry on and enjoy your life. The only thing I don't do now, which I did before, which scared me, was I don't drink now. Because I got a leaflet that said, if you drink alcohol, having had a stroke, it increases the risk. And I went, oh, okay. And let me tell you, I love my wine, so it was a real sacrifice. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, David. Thanks for your wonderful speech and encouraging. And my question actually is about, do you think after your stroke, your way of living and how you treat the people around you changed? I mean, if so, how that's happened?
Yeah, that's a lovely
share more about the changes and how you live before and after.
Lovely question. Yes, it has changed my life completely. Here's a simple example. We live in a beautiful country park, and my wife said to me, why don't you stop working and just go for 10 minutes or 15-minute walk in the park? I said, oh, no, I'm too busy. I've got too much to do. I can't go walk in the park. Now I walk in the park. But also I see how precious life is, that it's not a rehearsal, that we have to really breathe and live every moment of it. And just, yeah, so it's made me very, very aware of how precious life is. Yeah. Did I answer your question? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe more focus on how you deal with the relationship with people around you. Do you think you have to change in terms of get closer to others or be more positive?
Yes, I mean, one of the things it's hugely changed my life is that it's opened this whole. I mean, I reframe my experience as a stroke of luck. I call it as horrible as it was, it's opened this whole new opportunity for me to help people. My mother was a very, very well-known doctor in tuberculosis, so I kind of feel like I'm following some of her work, really. Any other questions? I really have stunned you into silence. Have I given you a lot to think about? Yeah? Here's the question. Do you think that this could help other people? Here's my mission, really, so that it could help people outside of stroke, outside of the stroke work. One lady came up to me after a conference and she said, I think this could help someone get through divorce. They were her words, not mine. So there's a question. Yeah, the role of belief. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So could we have my final slide? I just want to my last slide, please, if I could. Very last. Next one. Yeah. What I'd like to make an appeal, and it's not money, okay? So you can. What I'd like you to do is to kind of think about, Karen, if they can have a copy of the slides and my handout, is take this away. I can tell that there's a lot, you're kind of processing a lot, but it would be a great honor for me to feel that having presented here today that this could touch other people's lives, it could help other people. So if you have further thoughts, if you want to give some of these strategies to people who are dealing with stuff on a day-by-day basis. And here's a final thought. Let me leave you with a final thought. Is what is happening in your lives today that is really quite challenging and you're finding really difficult, and how you might be able to take one of my 7 steps and to make your lives easier. Ladies and gentlemen, very great honor to present to you here today. Thank you.